Pero laki ng sisigsana namin kung hindi kami bumukod.
Okay. Omel, please see my messages. Messenger.
Hello?
Yung prompter, wala pa. Guys. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Charles. Afternoon.
Heads up lang guys, medyo umuulan dito sa amin ha. So, the news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lehan. Typhoon Julina has made landfall over Dimasalang, Masbate and is now traversing over the mainland of Masbate. To give us more details on this, we have weather forecaster Mr. Ezra Bulkirin reporting to us live from Pag-asa. Good afternoon, Ezra. Could you tell us where Typhoon Julina is at now and where it's headed?
Yes, magandang tanghali sa inyo at sa lahat ng nakikinig. Yung sentro netong si Typhoon Julina ay huling namataan sa vicinity ng Dimasalang Masbate. Nabanggit nyo nga. And then may taglay na hangin umabot ng 120 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 150 kilometers per hour. Moving west-northwest sa bilis na 15 kilometers per hour for now.
Ezra, could you tell us kung aling mga area ang nakapasailalim sa under tropical cyclone wind signal 3, 2, and 1 sa ngayon?
As of now, tropical cyclone wind signal number 3, medyo marami po tayong nakataas na tropical cyclone wind signals, more on sa eastern Visayas and Bicol region. So una, 3 sa extreme southern portion ng Quezon, Masbate, including Ticao and Burias Island, and then yung western portion ng Albay and Sorsogon. And then yung northwestern portion ng Samar, extreme western portion ng northern Samar, and northern portion ng Biliran. So yun po yung mga lugar kung saan nakataas yung tropical cyclones wind signal number 3. Signal number 2 naman po sa central and southern portions ng Quezon, southeastern portion ng Batangas, Yung western portion ng Camarines Norte, western and southern portions ng Camarines Sur, Marinduque, and then the rest of Albay, Sorsogon, and eastern portion of Romblon. As well as yung western portion ng northern Samar and northern portion ng Samar, and Leyte, and the rest of Biliran. And then signal number 1 dito sa atin, sa Metro Manila, Nueva Ecija, southeastern portion ng Nueva Ecija, Vizcaya, southern portion ng Aurora, and then yung southern portion ng Zambales, Bataan, Tarlac, Pampanga, Bulacan, Rizal, Laguna, Cavite, the rest of Batangas and Romblon, as well as yung Oriental Mindoro, Occidental Mindoro, Catanduanes, the rest of Quezon, Camarines Norte, the rest of Camarines Sur. So kasama rin pa rin yung mga dinaanan niya kanina, yung si Julina, yung dyan po yun sa Eastern Samar, the rest of Samar, the rest of Northern Samar, northern portion of Cebu, northern portion of Negros Occidental, northern portion ng Iloilo, Capiz, and Aklan. So dyan po sa mga Samar area, medyo kumikilos na po siya pa layo dahil paakit na po or pa north, westward na po yung kilos niya.
Right, Ezra, are you expecting Typhoon Julina to make landfall again? And if so, when are you expecting na mangyari to?
Regardless naman po kung mag-landfall or what, ang main focus po dapat natin are yung movement niya, kung saan po siya kikilos or patungo. So, yung in terms of movement niya, generally magmo-move ito west-northwest, traversing over Masbate, and then dyan sa may Ragay Gulf, na kung saan posibleng din siya make another landfall or nasa vicinity siya ng southeastern portion ng Quezon. So possibly by tonight or tomorrow early morning yan. And then by that time, then magmo-move po ito from northern Quezon moving to the Central Luzon. So medyo malapit po yung Metro Manila doon na kung saan posible tayong hagipin. So makaranas din po tayo ng mga malakas na mga pag-ulan at matinding hangin kung dito nga yung pagkilos na dyan sa may areas ng Central Luzon. So yung mga areas po na nabanggit natin, yung mga lugar na malapit po doon, yun po yung makaranas ng malakas na mga pag-ulan at malakas na hangin, regardless na daanan man o hindi. Kapag malapit po doon sa mga lugar na nabanggit natin, yun po yung makaranas ng matinding mga pag-ulan at matinding mga bugso ng hangin.
Ezra, one last question before I let you go. Medyo nag-uulan na nga dito. When are you expecting Julina to exit the PAR?
As of dun sa exit niya ng Philippine Area of Responsibility, possibly by Thursday evening or Friday morning po yung inaasahan natin ang paglabas niya ng Philippine Area of Responsibility na kung saan possibly fair weather condition na po all throughout the country.
Thank you for those updates, Ezra. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Ezra Bulkirin. Though guidelines for granular lockdowns are still up for approval, the Interior Department assures the public that affected residents will be provided assistance from both the LGU and the national government. Speaking on Radyo 5's Pailon, Undersecretary Epimaco Dinsing said that the local and national governments will work together to fund food packs for residents of areas that will be placed under granular lockdowns. However, the official clarified that even, of course, authorized persons outside residences will not be allowed to leave their homes during granular lockdowns. As for deliveries, Dinsing said residents may do pickups at the borders, where barangay personnel may deliver the items directly to their doors. But for now, Dinsing stressed that concerned agencies are still ironing out the final guidelines.
Gusto lang natin siguraduhin kasi nga na yung mobility sa maski sa loob ng kantong yan na ni-lockdown natin mapigilan din kasi again inuulit ko, mobility kasi ang isang pamamaraan, ang major na pamamaraan para kumalat ang COVID-19.
The country's biggest COVID hospitals are experiencing shortage in healthcare workers amid the current surge in cases. To give us more updates, we have Greg Gregorio now reporting to us live from Antipolo City. Good afternoon again, Greg. Could you tell us how is the current COVID bed capacity at the National Kidney Transplant Institute? Are they already at critical capacity?
Charles, we were able to talk to Dr. Rosemary Liquete, the medical director of the National Kidney and Transplant Institute, and according to her, their 70 COVID-19 dedicated beds are already full, while there are still 100 of patients waiting in their emergency room areas, meaning they are already at full capacity, or yes, they are at critical risk utilization rate for their hospital care occupancy for this COVID-19 response. Charles?
Right. Does this mean that they're now actually being forced to turn away or refer new patients to other hospitals due to overflow?
Charles, according to Dr. Liquete, they have been coordinating with other hospitals in the National Capital Region, which they can accommodate or cater to the needs of their patients, or cater to the needs of the patients whom they can no longer accept in their hospitals. According to Dr. Liquete, this is some sort of a network that is happening now among hospitals here in the metro. Charles?
Talking about the availability of health workers, what is the situation like over there at NKTI? Are they dealing with sick frontliners right now, or maybe those who have left to pursue better opportunities elsewhere?
Charles, according to Dr. Liquete, there are about 500 healthcare workers in the National Kidney and Transplant Institute who are working in shifts or in rotation for COVID-19 response. And according to her, currently there are 40 of them who are under quarantine for being COVID-19 positive. Aside from this, affecting their workforce is that there are a number of healthcare workers who have resigned in the past, in the recent weeks and months, according to Dr. Liquete. This is somehow understandable, as these individuals might seek greener pasture with other opportunities for them. Charles?
Greg, let's talk about PGH now. What is it like for them insofar as their COVID bed and oxygen tank capacity is concerned, and what's the situation like for the health workers over there?
Charles, according to Dr. Jonas Del Rosario, the spokesperson of the Philippine General Hospital, currently there are 300 COVID-19 dedicated beds in PGH, but 270 of which are currently occupied, meaning there are still 30 vacant beds, although this can't be occupied by those patients waiting in their emergency room, as these patients would need oxygen. These patients would require oxygen. However, Dr. Del Rosario said their 30 vacant beds are not suitable for those patients requiring oxygen. And on the situation of their healthcare workers, according to Dr. Del Rosario, 10 DOH volunteer doctors have resigned last Friday and Saturday. And apart from this, they are also open for hiring medical workforce. However, none has been applying. According to Dr. Del Rosario, people or healthcare workers might be having hesitations in working in the hospitals amid this situation right now. Charles?
Hi, Greg, I understand that there is a certain call for help for the kind that's needed by these hospitals, these institutions. Could you tell us more about this?
Charles, both the National Kidney and Transplant Institute and the Philippine General Hospitals are saying they are having this challenge in their manpower. For the PGH, they're trying to reduce their non-COVID beds for them to reallocate them for COVID beds, and for healthcare workers, as soon as they have freed up some non-COVID areas, these healthcare workers would be assigned to COVID beds. For the NKTI, they are saying they can no longer expand their COVID-19 beds because they are having this problem. Thus, they are waiting for the augmentation from the Department of Health. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergara earlier explained that they are now taking the needs of, or listing the needs of hospitals when it comes to healthcare workers, because Vergara said they are tapping the Bureau of Fire Protection and the Philippine National Police for them to probably allocate some healthcare workers and provide assistance to the modular tents and other facilities here in hospitals needing manpower assistance. Charles?
Thanks for that, Greg. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Antipolo. China's Sinopharm unveils a series of newly developed COVID-19 vaccines and medicines, aiming to target the virus's variants to speed up patients' recovery from the disease. At the trade fair in China, Sinopharm showed 4 kinds of COVID-19 vaccines, which will feature 3 technical routes: inactivation, genetic recombination, and mRNA technology. The project supervisor said they have also developed vaccines against the Delta and Beta variants, which have finished the first 2 phases of clinical trials. And he also says Sinopharm is now contacting other countries for phase 3 trials, but they have yet to decide when these new vaccines will be available to the market. Meanwhile, the mRNA vaccine against coronavirus variants is still under preclinical research, could be put under clinical trials by the end of the year. Another vaccine being developed by Sinopharm can also supposedly neutralize the Delta variant. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later at 2 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.